Good evening, everyone. Welcome along. We are here for the Basketball New South Wales Waratah League semi-final day, grand final and semi-final weekend. We are here for the Waratah Men's Clash semi-final between the Tamworth Thunderbolts and the Sutherland Sharks. And I am joined by my fellow commentator and wonderful guy, James Milan. James, good evening.
I know I'm a commentator. I'm definitely not a wonderful guy, but we've got a wonderful game in our hands here. Let's have a look at the lineups, Andre. Who we got?
So we've got starting five for Tamworth Thunderbolts. We've got Bailey Keach, Bryce Martin, Charlie Whale, Reece Chillingworth and Scott McGann. For Sutherland Sharks, we have Bailey Muzzleland, who's also the captain, Callum Norris, Emmanuel Edwards, Jacob Corrie and Tristan Glenn.
Yeah, it's a killer starting five. A lot of familiar faces from NBL One Days, formerly the Waratah League, and Andre, the Tamworth boys, the Thunderbolts.
They have lit up the All-Stars. This most valuable player, Scott McCann from Thunderbolts. Coach of the Year, Joel Nolan from Thunderbolts. All-Star 5-guard, Charlie Whale from Thunderbolts. And All-Star 5-forward, Scott McGann from Thunderbolts. They just are everywhere. Defensive player of the year, Bryce Martin.
Yeah, they're a stacked lineup. So who's sitting up in the starting five for Tamworth today?
Tamworth, we've got Bailey Keach, Bryce Martin, Charlie Whale, Reece Chillingworth, Scott McGann, ready to roll.
It's going to be a ripper matchup. A Metro team taking on a country team, the defending champion, Tamworth Thunderbolts, looking to defend their crown, but they're going to have to go through the Sutherland Sharks first. It's going to be a ripper matchup. Tamworth in the navy blue, Sharks in the sky blue.
I tell you what, the blues kind of work, don't they?
Yeah,
they're nice
like
and
it.
contrasting, and you can see the numbers as well, which is lovely. Rock and roll. Sutherland Sharks bring it away to start with. Tristan Glenn with the first touch, goes for three, and unlucky. So puts up a big three early, Tristan Glenn, from that left 45. Nice shoes as well.
Yeah,
bit of pink on the shoes. Couple of players there.
The Sharkies team really like to get it up.
Meanwhile, Tamworth, Bryce Martin starts it off beautifully.
Not just a defensive player of the year, but an offensive weapon as well,
Yeah.
Bryce Martin. What a signing.
Look at weapons everywhere on this court tonight. Great catch there. Moving it around. Long three.
Oh.
Wow.
You got a feeling it's going to be one of those nights for Callum Norris.
That was Callum Norris.
Yeah.
Just huge. Bit of contact. Rolling around. Brendan Winstanley. Still with it. And rolls it in. Brendan Winstanley.
Wow. There's some serious veterans on both these sides.
Yeah.
Some experience. We had Youth League early today, but it's good to see the big boys running around.
Now that was Chris Pearson, from Tamworth. I got my 21s mixed up there. Won't happen again. Sorry, Chris.
That's all right. He'll enjoy
Tamworth
the replay.
shooting it now.
There you go. And Cal Norris cleaning up the glass.
Grabs it quickly.
Yeah, does a lot
Quick
of ball
passing.
Does a lot of ball handling for this team as well, Cal Norris.
Bailey Muzzle, big one. Wow. His threes just go so high. Tamworth, meanwhile, back with it. Chillingworth passes it back, resets. Charlie Whale resetting the offense. Bryce Martin back to Whale. Oh, and picks it up. Martin did well there and just rolls it off the left-hand side of the ring. Was running short on time.
Yeah, good rotations early on from the Sutherland Sharks, holding off this high-powered Tamworth team.
Maslin to Norris. Back to Glenn. Back to Norris. Looking for it. Oh, a bit of an offensive there, I think. Yeah, a bit of a push-off from Callum Norris, using his good strength, but unfortunately didn't come off well this time.
If you're the Tamworth Thunderbolts, you would not mind getting Cal Norris in a bit of foul trouble.
Yeah.
Of course, the leading scorer in the league this year, Cal Norris, normally does it from outside, but I'm trying to body up there in the paint.
Yeah. Bryce Martin just to restart the play here. The floor wipers coming out early, doing a great job already. Need lots of energy for that job, I think.
Yeah, I know. It's been a big day here at Guzman and Gomez Stadium. The floor's definitely had a bit of a workout.
Yeah.
Bodies flying everywhere, but that's physical nature of finals basketball.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chillingworth passes it out and in and out there, but grabs the ball back so they get the offensive rebound to have another go. Back to Martin. Has a look at it for three and makes it. Beautiful work from downtown
money. Martin did it from the mid-range, done it from three-point land.
And he's pumped. He's going for it. He's ready to play.
Yeah.
Bit of contact there on the way through, so Bailey Muslin draws the smart foul driving through, getting the contact.
Yeah, Bailey's another one of those players with NBL 1 experience. They got plenty of them in the Sutherland side.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got depth to burn, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. And who wouldn't want to play for the Sharkies? Cal Norris.
Drives it back. Bit of contact. Keeps it going. And draws the N1. That was on Scott McGann.
Man, Cal Norris busting out the handles.
He was just going for it, wasn't he?
Yeah. They call him Menai Steph down in Sutherland, but not just because of the shooting, but the handles from big Cal Norris.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, what a bucket.
Does great work and great shooting as well.
Yeah. No, you got to love it. And congratulations to Maddie Norris, sister of Cal, recently signed with the Sydney Flames.
Oh, wow, congratulations.
Yeah, saw on the grandstand
Bit
earlier.
of contact there. That was on Reece Chillingworth, off-ball foul. And Callum Norris actually drew that, so smart play.
Yeah, great to see Reece Chillingsworth still running around in this Tamworth jersey. He's a veteran of the program.
Yeah.
In fact, he was in their last grand final their grand final all the way back in 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal fitness to keep going. Amazing. Jacob Corey hasn't really gotten going here yet, but is about to. Gets his first account open there with a nice little lay-in.
Yeah, the UNSW UBL star. I've seen plenty of that on the UBL court commentating, but great to see him do it here in Waratah.
Martin with a lovely floater in the air. Really nice.
Yeah.
He looks great in the air, doesn't he?
Yeah, Bryce has come out aggressively. He's averaging 18 points per game, and you can see why. He's got a plethora of move in his bag.
Norris back with it, driving in, finds the hole. Lovely work there to Jacob Corey.
That's back-to-back for Corey, rolling to the ring, and he's a strong body. He's really hard to stop once he gets ahead of steam.
Great dot ball there from Norris to slot that through, so 10-9.
Ha! That's a good cricket reference. I've got that. That's good. Nice, you got me, Andre.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile,
Tamworth gets it done. Charlie Whale.
Yeah, got to keep an eye out.
Swings it back 11-10 now, so Sutherland Sharks there. The long one, and it went over, but that's a three-shot foul. That is on. Those hurt. That's on Charlie Whale early. It's not something you see that often.
Yeah. So heading to the line, Tristan Glenn. Now, again, another player with NBL 1 experience on this side. Tristan Glenn actually had his NBL 1 experience with Illawarra back in the day.
Yeah.
But now settling in for a star role on this Waratah team. You see that a lot, actually, is your life kind of catches up a little bit. You maybe can't commit to the full NBL 1 season, but it's great that this top-level talents can still play in the Waratah
back to 11
League.
apiece now with number 11. Tristan Glenn at the line with a chance to get a couple more.
What a symmetry going on.
And chance for the Sharks to get their feet back under them as well with this little bit of a break, and makes the second of three. Yeah, these are the free throws that can make or break games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every millimetre, every split second counts in finals footy. Sorry, finals basketball.
And finals footy.
Yeah, as well, yeah.
And makes it work there. Probably drawing from some of the Sharks' energy in the footy stakes as well. So that all works. Works for me, James.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that they each back 13-11 with that every 3-point or every 3-shot free throw taken there and made.
And Justin Lee's checked into the game for the Tamworth Thunderbolts.
There we go. Chillingsworth. Now, there was a stop there. I think it was an off-ball foul, maybe a grab of jersey.
So a bit of an early breather for Scott McGann. They don't want to use up all his energy in the semi-final because he's going to be extremely important coming down the stretch. And Corey's going to check out. Subbing in for the Sutherland Sharks, we've got Brendan Wynne-Stanley, another player with NBL 1 experience.
Yeah, he was on the court earlier, but good to see him back out there. Bit over 5.5 minutes left in this first quarter. And driving in, stepping back, Charlie Whale, but passes it off through to Reece Chillingworth, who just unlucky there. So Sharks with a valuable stop. Try and get back in this. Norris continued to drive in. Long pass, but good read there from Tamworth. Long cherry picker pass.
Whoa.
But, and makes the points.
10.
They get level.
Justin Lee showing off his Tamworth Swans AFL skills there. Just went right over the back to Sky to grab that one and tuck it in the basket.
Leading from the front as captain today as well, so that'll be still a Sharks ball, playing the advantage.
Wow.
Tell you what, Chillingworth's got some tall timber out there.
Yeah, he's going to have his hands full with the bigs of Sutherland all evening, but he definitely seems up to the challenge. And on cue.
Yes, indeed.
Still, Sharkies maintain possession, but only 10 seconds on the shot clock.
A little bit of time. Want to try and go for a shot here and then try and get the offensive if they run out of time. And we've got Ethan Feliciano on for Sutherland Sharks. I think I said his surname right there, Ethan. I hope I did.
Yeah,
it sounds about right.
No, I think you nailed that one. It's great pronunciation.
Got to make sure we call everyone's name as best we can and hopefully totally correct.
Yeah,
because you only get one name in life. You hope to commentators calling the game actually know your name.
Absolutely.
Rock and roll.
All tied up at the moment. 13 apiece. These sides can't be separated.
No, it's good possession here from both sides. Bryce passing it out. Finding Keach. Puts it up. Rolls it in.
That was
nice little floater there from Bailey Keach.
Yeah, he said the mid-range is dead. That was pretty.
Yeah, looked good. Brendan Winstanley just hangs onto that one. Tristan Glenn, bit of pressure. Winstanley just off the glass. Bryce Martin. And that's a no basket there from Bryce.
But I'd like to see this early on. Bryce Martin looking
He's everywhere.
very aggressive.
He is everywhere.
Yeah.
He's in every play and brings the ball up every time.
Yeah, and he's really trying to assert himself, and that's what you want from your import players. I mean, last year they had Garrick Young, they had Max Clark, so, hey, that's been a big load that Bryce Martin's had to shoulder with those guys out.
Yeah, different lineup there this year, but still going well. And nice work there.
Keenan
Davis, who's actually just come on for Tamworth and scores nicely. Gets his account open quickly.
Yeah, straight
Norris for three, makes it beautifully. Callum Norris just slots that in, calm as you please, brings them back within a point, 16 to 17. Meanwhile, big long one from Tamworth, but didn't go through. So Sharks with a handy stop, wanting to execute here. Set Ethan Feliciano, unfortunate there, but grabs it back and kicks the ball into Bryce Martin, so they'll retain possession.
Hey, you've got to appreciate that hustle. You've got to appreciate Billy Parsons as well, former Thunderbolt, now with the Mustangs in NBL 1 on the baseline there. Big shout out to Billy. Yeah, came up through the Tamworth system, but now he's starring for the Mustangs in NBL 1.
And we have a change up here. This is number 2. I'm going to say that's D'Angelo Adkins because that's the only number I don't have.
Yeah, I know. But it can be a bit difficult to get the score shoots right sometimes. So
yeah, that's all right. We work with it. Good hands there. Keeps it. Keenan Davis, but unlucky this time. Meanwhile, fast boards from Sutherland. Rolls it around. And Tamworth back in their hands now. Quick boards from both sides. Charlie Whale resetting the play. Looking for support here. Goes himself for three and makes it beautifully.
Remember the name, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Whale was part of the under-20s New South Wales men's team, averaging 19 points per game.
Wow.
He is a star on the rise in New South Wales basketball.
Great to see the talent coming through there. And great to see a regional team like Tamworth in the semi-final doing great guns. To miss three there, but Callum Norris, and we're just a bit of a collision there. And they're saying that counted. Callum Norris is saying, well, hang on, ball was still play. Bit of a discussion. And no basket, I don't think. No score.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a clash between Davis and Feliciano.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. It certainly wasn't deliberate.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a size mismatch in that battle.
Yeah.
But everyone came up okay.
So play will restart. They're not quite. No, they're going for two. They're saying it's two.
And Bailey Muslin just checked back in the game.
Little confusion on the court, but meanwhile, Ethan Feliciano will go to the line for the first time.
Yeah, and Ethan was a former youth league player with the Sutherland Sharks. Now he's with the Waratah men, but
Nice shooter.
yeah, had to step up to this Waratah side when the Sutherland Sharks didn't have a youth men's one team. So
Yeah,
been a long time member of this Waratah team, and yeah, they love him down in the Shire.
You know, it's great to see players of Feliciano. He's not the tallest player, but he just speed and skill can make such a difference.
Yeah, and heart.
Yeah, heart is everything. Meanwhile, Tamworth back with it to Martin now. Davis looking for shot options. Finds McGann and Martin rolls it in.
Yeah, and a great delivery
22
from
to
McGann.
18, so very handy 4-point lead here. A little bit over 2 minutes left in this first. Norris steps back, finds the basket nicely.
It is just poetry in motion.
Callum
Cal
Norris. He's just impressive, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. He's just got so much swagger in his game.
He
And,
really does.
Knows how to use his physicality to get to his spots. Speaking of which,
Justin Lee, just unlucky there. Captain leading from the front, just unlucky that time. Meanwhile, kicks it out. Feliciano. Norris for a long three and makes it. Wow, he was at least 1.5 meters behind the three-point line. That's phenomenal.
man, he shot that one from Wollongong. That was far off.
Huge.
That wasn't even Shire range. Amazing work. Cal Norris is automatic, and he's done it year in, year out in the Sharks team.
Adkins back to Lee now. Lee throws it in. Unlucky there. Norris picks it up. Feliciano quick on the boards. Great speed. And we've got Zeb Jarvis out for Sharks. First minutes on the court, which is great to see. A little bit under a minute left in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's that depth in motion. They got plenty of it on both sides. McGann dumps it
rolls
off.
it in, but Sharks grab that one. Norris with it. 38 seconds left. At least get one away. Bailey Muslin looking for options, goes himself, spins it back, rolls it around. Feliciano kicks it out. With Stanley unlucky. 20 seconds. One more play here. Scott McGann resetting. 12 seconds left. Needs to do something. Got to get a bit closer than that. Martin drives it in, steps back, rolls it through, and unlucky at that point. Norris with the long. This could go in.
Oh, if anyone could, it would have been Cal Norris.
If it was going to... I was kind of hoping it would, just because it's just great to see.
Yeah, I would have raised the roof here at Guzman and Gomez Stadium.
There is nothing in this. 23 to 22, Sutherland Sharks just a little bit ahead. And I tell you what, Callum Norris, just impressive right throughout that quarter.
Yeah, he's been on fire since he stepped in the building. I mean, he averages 33 points
33.
a game. And
last
matchup they had against Canberra, he had 37 points. So he's just picking up where he left off.
Wowsy.
But for the Sharkies, though, as much as you do have great three-point shooters, you don't want to fall in love with the three too much.
That's right.
Towards the end of that quarter, they may be throwing them up a little blindly. You still want to put defensive pressure.
You still got to get inside that paint.
Yeah,
try
exactly.
and apply pressure to the bigs. And on Thunderbolts, it's basically been Bryce Martin, Charlie Whale, and Chillingworth as well, and McGann as well. So they're starting, I think, contributing mostly to their offense, but nothing in this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a question for the Thunderbolts is how you continue to keep your stars involved in the game. You're right. McGann and Martin are definitely the focal points of your offense, but can you get guys like Charlie Whale popping off too?
Well, that's right. I'll grab a quick readout. Basketball New South Wales would like to very much thank all their wonderful sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
Wilson, New South Wales Office of Sport, iAthletics, Soul Sports, GTK, PCYC, and the New South Wales Government. Mitsubishi Motors, of course, proud naming partner of NBL 1, also contributing to this fantastic Basketball New South Wales League. And Wilson, the official ball partner, which is actually the newer partner, was Spalding for many, many years. Recent change to Wilson. So,
yeah, I've got to say, a lot of feedback from players. They like the Wilsons.
Yeah, you know what? It seems to have added a bit of a different dynamic.
Yeah.
I find some of them, people don't like change when it comes to what they play with.
Yeah.
But I think overall it's a good change.
Oh, I mean, Cal Norris has loved the change, you can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a great feel for it.
He's embraced it.
Yeah, got a feeling we're going to be talking about a lot about Cal Norris as we head into the second quarter here, semi-final action.
It's indeed Scott McGann to restart our second quarter. There we go. Both teams with a the starting five very similar to first, so see what they can do with this. Tamworth now want to try and build a lead here. Puts it up early. Scott McGann, but back to Bryce, back to McGann. And rolls it in by Reece Chillingworth.
Yeah,
He'd like to do a bit more of that. He had a few opportunities first quarter. He'd like to get a bit more this one.
Yeah, he's always got that mid-range pop. You've got to get a hand up on Chillingsworth in that mid-range.
Meanwhile, Stanley steps back. Kicks it out. Through to Jarvis, who just... that was an amazing blind throw-up. That was Jordan Edwards, who's also on the court for the first time this game. And obviously wanted to contribute and get some more minutes out there. Doing well. Meanwhile, and that's... Charlie Whale draws the foul with a kickback.
Yeah, interesting. Bit of
go to the line.
contrasting styles. See the Sharkies really going deep on their bench. Tamworth only leaning on about 6 or 7 players in their rotation.
Yeah, they haven't gone deep into their bench as much as Sutherland. That may play a fatigue factor as we lead into the next couple of quarters.
Yeah, and Charlie Whale on the line now. Not only was he in that under-20s New South Wales side, he was also there with Tom Parsons, which could be the first time they've ever had 2 Tamworth juniors in the same New South Wales representative side. I've got to say that there's a bit of a golden generation coming up out in Tamworth.
It's wonderful to see, and 3 out of the 4 teams in this semi-final competition, all regional, which is great to see.
Yeah, of course, the winner of this game will go on to face the Moss Vale Magic.
Yes, Moss Vale had a great game earlier today. We're actually trailing most of the match, and then last quarter just leapt out to the front and stayed there. Callum Norris, meanwhile, with a rare miss there. Yeah. Bit of a holding foul, bit of vocals going on there from both benches. Sideline ball, Zeb Jarvis will restart the play.
And Reed Humble's checked into the game for Tamworth.
Yeah.
So, given the starter's a bit of a break here, as Justin Lee came off. No, he wasn't a starter, but he has been playing heavy minutes. And how about the crowd as well? The Tamworth Thunderbolts and Sutherland fans definitely travel, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good vibe here in the stadium for sure. Sutherland go for it there. And Jarvis picks up his own rebound. Back to Norris. That'll be a charging foul. Callum Norris not happy with that. Having a bit of a discussion, but going, that's fine, let's just keep playing.
Yeah.
It's already been called.
It was a bit angry. Almost popped the Wilson there.
I think that's only his second, so he's got a bit of room.
Wow, these 2 teams cannot be separated at the moment. 25 apiece. Got a feeling this one could go down to the wire.
Yeah, I think so. Which is great to see, and what you'd expect too. These top 2 teams, they've really just been the dominant teams in this competition.
Yeah, the trendsetters.
And quick layup there. Unlucky there. For Chillingworth.
Yeah, it's normally a very high percentage shot for Chillingsworth. Storm hit immediately to start.
Sutherland now driving in, steps back, kicks it out quickly. Finds Edwards to Norris. Around past to Corey, and Edwards. Jordan Edwards opens his account for the day.
That's beautiful basketball. That's San Antonio Spurs kind of stuff. Passing up a good shot for a great shot.
Yeah. Tamworth now driving back in with Charlie Whale, looking for options, goes himself, picks it up, and goes again, and gets the and one. Just goes to show you do not give up on that ball, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah, and the persistence paying off for Charlie Whale. Been so impressed early on in this game. The plethora of moves that he has, in his arsenal. You know, he can do it from the mid-range, the three-pointer. He's got the size and speed to get downhill. Super impressed early on with Charlie Whale.
Yeah. Well deserved at that line. 27 apiece. Charlie, opportunity here to bring it a little bit ahead for Tamworth. And makes it nicely. 28 to 27. So I feel like, I don't know if either team has really led much at all this game. Seems to have been back and forth every time.
Yeah, it's absolute thriller. This is the kind of games you hope for in finals competition.
Muslim now resetting the play here. Looking for support. Finds Corey. And we have a call. I'm not sure what it was exactly.
A bit of a holding foul off the ball. So not in the actual shooting.
Yeah, it's on Reece Chillingworth. So off-ball foul, off-ball holding foul. I don't feel like anyone's in any real foul trouble here.
Yeah.
This game so far. Haven't seen any three paddles as yet. Long pass through to Jarvis, who picks that up nicely. Back to Muslim. Goes himself for three. Looks good. Looks great. That's his first three-pointer. It might actually be his first points for the game.
Bang, bang, Bailey.
Yeah.
That was a convincing one. And,
meanwhile, Charlie Whale gets it done. Tamworth, lovely layup in the air there on the left, on the right-hand roll. Yeah. So 30 apiece. Neck and neck here. Callum Norris with a long three. And picked up by Jarvis with great support. Gets the and one at the right time.
And that play was brought to you by Jacob Corey's hustle. Getting up there, tipping that rebound out, and just fell straight in the lap of Jarvis.
Yeah. Good team play right there. The shot doesn't go down. You keep supporting that ball until it does. So, little narrow 32 to 30 lead. Jarvis hoping to just add a little bit more. Every point in this game counting. And does it nicely. Must say both teams have shot well from the free throw line this match.
That's exactly. No coach killers this game for sure. So
that's the first time out for the game, I think. I don't think we actually had one last quarter.
Yeah, thank God. It just gives us a bit of a chance to breathe. A narrow three-point lead for the Thunderbolts at the moment. And, shout out to anyone tuning in from Tamworth. First time we've ever called a Tamworth game, so
there you go.
If you're tuning in from the Long Yard Hotel, I think they've got it playing there at the Tamworth. Thank you for tuning in. I know they've got a big following up there in Tamworth.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of the sponsors have really gotten behind their local teams, and it's great to see.
Yeah, and meanwhile on the court, Charlie Whale is looking dynamic.
Yeah.
You can see why he's a Star 5 candidate.
19 point a game. Was that his average, 19 points a game? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere. He's been keeping the Tamworth team well in touch of this. Yeah, 33 to 30 for Sutherland, but make no mistake, this game will go down to the wire for sure. I did get a chance to call out the fantastic referees tonight.
Oh, yeah.
James Polich, Eloy Di Rosario, and Michael Napper. So, doing a great game. It's some of the toughest games to call it because there's so much pace and speed.
Yeah.
And, you know, you'll find there's a lot of pressure as well on the call. So,
well, yeah, and the crowds are much bigger as well.
Yes.
So they're going to let you know if
there's
they think
pressure
you've got
everywhere.
Something wrong. But, you know what they say pressure makes?
That's right. Diamonds, yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about I couldn't remember. Diamonds work for me.
Yeah. And
Charlie Whale, meanwhile, back with it for Tamworth. Rolling it around. For three. Lovely work.
Charlie
just
is
everywhere.
Fire. Wow, he is not taking his foot off the gas at all this game.
I don't know what he must be getting close up into those mid-teens now.
Yeah,
and good block there from Bryce Martin, but I think that'll actually be a foul called on Bryce.
Yeah, I think it was straight up, but maybe just drop the hips in.
Just a little bit of touch on the way up there. It's only his first foul for the game. Would you believe? He's been in every play. It's a very clean play.
Yeah, it's a big part of being Defensive Player of the Year. It isn't just about getting heaps of blocks. It's actually about not committing too many fouls.
Yeah, exactly right.
So at the line now is Bailey Musselin, aka Roy. Actually spent last year playing for St. George in Waratah League, but back where it all began with Sutherland. And yeah, he played under 20s New South Wales Metro back in the day with Dane Gack, Isaac Humphries, and Mitch Evans from the Sea Eagles.
There you go.
Yeah, quite the resume, Bailey Musselin. So what a privilege to have him on this in this Waratah League, and yeah, great for the coach. It must make Mitch Sultana's life a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players, they had such a varied experience, brings different points to their game.
Yeah.
So second free throw just unlucky there for Muslim. So Charlie Whale with some traffic. Good supporting play, and that was on Keenan Davis, who I think drew the foul nicely. So some good pressure from Tamworth. So give it a chance to get back this score level, 34, maybe 35 apiece, with a couple of successful free throws. So,
yeah, and Bailey Keach checking back into the game for the Thunderbolts. Reed Humble, I think, checked out. So on the line now, Keenan Davis. But what a year it's been for the Tamworth Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Went 20-2, but one of the only losses in the season came to the came at the hands of the Sutherland Sharks.
yeah. And unfortunately, 2 misses there, which is a little bit rare for both teams. They've shot well from the free throw line so far today.
Yeah, maybe fatigue starting to set in just a little bit.
Norris spins it around, has a look at it, and rolls it in nicely.
Oh,
just shoots from anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, they really don't make players like Cal Norris anymore.
Steps it back and just calm as you like. Great hands.
Just an insta bucket from anywhere on the court.
Keach, long 2, unlucky, but good supporting play there from Keenan Davis. He's done that a couple of times now, uses his great height and strength. He's got to be 6'4" or so. He's certainly not small.
Yeah. And for any Crusaders fans out there, Keenan Davis got a bit of a time again. Look to him. Just got to say.
Oh, great block there from Bryce Martin. Keeps the shot of Bailey Muslim out of the basket. So they'll retain possession. 11 seconds left on the shot.
So Justin Lee back into the game. Davis has taken a seat for Tamworth.
And Norris as well, who hasn't really been off that much at all.
Yeah.
Lots of minutes.
Yeah, definitely got to preserve his energy. They're going to need him down the stretch later in this game.
Long 3 there.
Wow. Win Stanley.
That might be his first 3 for the game as well. Yeah. Charlie Whale puts another one up there, unlucky this time. So Sutherland Sharks, 4-point lead here. Ooh, now this will be interesting. Yes. So they're basically, that will be on Charlie Whale, who I think didn't quite have his defense set there and was moving on the way through.
Yeah.
So Bailey Muslim. Now both teams are on 4 fouls, so they're not quite at bonus. So with just 1 second over 5 minutes left, I feel that will actually play a part in the last couple of minutes of this quarter. Muslim fires it out, but tapped out by Charlie Whale. There'll be 10 seconds left on the Sutherland shot clock here. Still a bit of time.
Yeah, so substitutions coming thick and fast for the Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah,
Reed
wow.
Humble back into the game.
He hasn't really had a chance to throw many minutes down so far, so he'll love to stay out there for a bit longer if he can.
Yeah, Charlie Whale's going to take a well-earned break.
Yeah. I think he's been, as well as Brendan Winstanley's back on as well. So both teams now using their bench quite a bit more. Feliciano, unlucky there. Martin looks for it. Rolls it back. Lee, unlucky.
Well, Bailey Musselin really been pushing the pace
really
for the Sutherland Sharks.
Fly it up there, doesn't he?
Yeah, an Energizer Bunny, they call him.
Rolling it around now. Corey. Back to Musselin. Quick putt. Winstanley, unlucky, but taps it back. Musselin for 3, blocked by Bryce. Great block.
That one.
Bryce Martin, fantastic block.
Yeah.
And that pressure allows Tamworth to get a stop and get back into their quarter quickly. Bailey Keach with a great layup. That was quick ball.
Yeah, and great composure to keep his balance on that layup under heavy contact.
They're back within 2 now, 37-39, with some quick play there, as well as strong defense. Meanwhile, Sutherland rolling it around, looking for space here. Muslim sets the feet. Kicks it over the ring, and we've just got a holding foul there. I think that was 13 on Brendan Winstanley. Only the first. But that will take Sharks into bonus, which
Yeah.
means that Tamworth will go to the line. And this is where I think this bonus will make a big difference. There's still 3 minutes 36 left in the second quarter. That's time enough for some damage every time you foul.
Yeah.
And the free throw line will make a big difference here.
Sharks looking a bit out of control those last few possessions.
Yeah.
Maybe rushing a little bit. Got to slow things down, run your sets, and be a little more calm out there. I know it's a semi-final. You want to play with a lot of energy.
You've still got to play that basic game, haven't you?
Got to play with composure. So Corey checked back into the game for the Sutherland. Checked out of the game.
Yes.
For the Sutherland Sharks. My mistake.
Tristan Glenn's on. I think it is.
You
Could
got
be
it.
wrong.
No, you got it.
The 11-11. Matching up with Bryce Martin, who a couple of rare misses there from Martin. So Tamworth still trailing 37-39. Sharks with a handle of the lead, and that'll be a Sharks ball. Tapped out by Scott McGann from Tamworth.
Yeah, I like that McGann on Cal Norris matchup, but it looks like they're going to switch back with Lee taking the Norris assignment.
Muslin finds Glenn. Back to Muslin. Rolling it around, back to Norris. Long three, might be a little short this one. I think he was also trying to go for a foul there, Callum Norris, trying to draw it, which is the smart play. But opportunity now for Tamworth with a valuable stop to get back level. McGann, lovely work, Scott McGann.
That's your MVP in motion right
Really
there.
nice. He's just so lovely in the air, isn't he? Meanwhile, feet set here for Sutherland. But, Tamworth bring it back quick. Back in Scott McGann's hands. Martin.
Money.
Lovely too. That's 41-39. So all of a sudden, Tamworth have snuck out with a 2-point margin, come from nowhere. So this is, I think, the thing that will keep going in this match, James, as the momentum swings back and forth.
Yeah, I think Sutherland, just as I said in that little break just before, losing a bit of composure on offense, and I think maybe becoming a little predictable, trying to get the ball into Callum Norris. Got to trust your ball movement, trust your sets, look to set some off-ball screens, some on-ball screens.
And I think Tamworth are using their whole team just that little bit more at the moment. They're leveraging the passing and making the gaps, and they're driving in. They're getting those lower, the easier percentage shots, not going for the big long ones all the time.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, both these teams are. A lot of the players on these sides have a lot of experience playing together, but you can tell Tamworth, maybe it's those long road trips, maybe it's the having this unit together for so many years, but the chemistry seems really good for Tamworth, and they're looking calm out there.
Yeah, they are. I think you're right. I think when you come for the distance you come to play.
Yeah.
You know, you've come such a long way. You just put it all out there and go home regretting nothing.
Yeah, absolutely, for Tamworth. Wow. Great game we have on our hands. Neither team's really been able to stretch out to too big of a lead. 41-39 at the moment.
You know, and they're just such a great legacy. Of course, they were the 2024 Waratah men's winners last year. And if you go back a few years, they've been runners-up a couple of times in 2017 and 2019. So they're always on the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunderbolts, maybe see them in the NBL one day. I'd love to see that.
You know what? They definitely deserve it. Meanwhile, Norris from Sutherland keeps going and draws the foul. Gets the shooting foul. He's just relentless, isn't he? Just such a great unrelenting play. Yeah,
and he's a real leader on this team, as he was back in his NBL 1 days as well. Of course, he's part of that 2023 NBL 1 championship, Cal Norris, and he's an absolute weapon on the barbecue down at the Shark Tank, I've got to say. Makes a great bacon egg sandwich.
Well,
I had one two seasons ago at the finals.
I should come down for it. That's what I should do.
It does a bit of everything down in the Shire, Cal Norris, I'll tell you what.
By the way, just got 2 free throws and gets them back even, 41 apiece. So that's just leadership right there. Leading from the front and contributing at the same time. Meanwhile, Tamworth, Bryce Martin with the ball, wanting to make some room here, steps it back and draws the foul nicely. That was on Brendan Winstanley.
Yeah,
actually, apologies, that was not on. That was an Emmanuel Edwards, who hasn't really had a chance to get going on the scoreboard yet. He'd very much like to.
Yeah, a bit of a bailout foul for from Edwards. Had done a great job to put the offensive player off, but then just got a little lazy towards the end.
A little bit of a hand there. So
Yeah,
Bryce Martin, I don't think he's been off the court all game. He just seems to have been on the entire time.
Yeah, absolutely. Played his college ball at the University of West Alabama and Middle Georgia State as well. He originally is from Georgia, so anyone from Jonesboro tuning into the game.
There you go.
Thanks for being with us live on YouTube.
Bryce Martin is doing you proud every minute of this game right now. Still at 41 apiece. Just unfortunate there on the first. Hoping to split the pair, as they say. Which he does nicely.
Yeah. Got me thinking about fruit now, splitting up the pair.
Oh, yeah. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Norris back with it. Looking for it. Steps back for three. Just a little long. And Charlie Whale back with it.
Yeah, for a lot of other players, you wouldn't mind taking that shot. But
Scott McGann steps out. And that's called on Callum Norris. He's calling a foul on Norris with a push out.
Yeah, Cal can't believe that one.
That'll be his second, I believe. No, that is his third. It is his third. Now, that will be interesting because I think you will see, now that there's three, that will force Norris to be off the court for a little bit more than he wants to be. But also Tamworth will capitalise on that if they can and try and get that fourth in the third quarter if they can. Yes. 2 minutes left in this second.
So Jacob Corey subbed in for Cal Norris. But, yeah, look, Sharkies have plenty of weapons in their arsenal, so don't worry about that too much. But speaking of weapons, McGann, the league MVP, on the line now. Went to Salem College, so he's got US college experience. And fun fact, he's made 73 threes this year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that might come in handy for this game. Stays so tight, maybe get some threes from Scotty.
Muslin with quick boards here. Wants to get some points as quickly as he can. Looking for it. Finds Glenn. Long shot there. Beautiful work. Brinson Winstanley stands up when he needs to. With Norris off the court, he's going, nah, I'll get you a three. Don't you worry.
Yeah, it's in the name. Winstanley with a capital W.
Bryce Martin rolls it in the air. Lovely left-hand work there. And that'll be, I think, a timeout. No, there's something to do with a shot or time clock issue.
Yeah, maybe they just want to talk about post-match feeds. What are they going to get at Guzman after the game, or
something of that nature? Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
meanwhile, Muslin brings it on back. 44 to 45, hoping to make a difference there on that, but no such luck for Tristan Glenn. Meanwhile, Bryce Martin brings it on back for Tamworth. Steps it back, unlucky, picks up his own rebound. And rolls it again and draws the foul, this time on Jacob Corey, and they will go to the line.
Wow, he's been such a handful, Bryce Martin.
Yeah, both teams now a bonus with a minute left.
And hello to any NBL 1 scouts tuning in to this game, any coaches. I mean, Bryce Martin could definitely fit in an NBL 1 roster next year.
No doubt at all.
Yeah, following in the footsteps of the imports last year, Garrick Young, who now plays for the Central Coast Crusaders in this court, Max Clark, who signed a contract with the Inner West Bulls this year as well. So there's been a lot of NBL 1 talent that from the imports perspective from Tamworth who stepped up. So maybe we'll see Bryce Martin in the league next year.
That would be great. Meanwhile, back at the line. And makes the first nicely. A little bit of attempted distraction there from the crowd, I think, but made no difference.
Yeah. Don't know what the rules around that are. I think it's all fair game, I guess.
It's an interesting question. You know,
Yeah, unfortunately they don't teach basketball ethics at universities.
No, you're right. Some people see it as part of the game. Personally, I think you should just play the game, but that's just my view. Meanwhile, this is what Brendan Winstanley does. Lovely three-point from the left 45 for Sutherland. Noses them back ahead 47 to 46. 44 seconds left in this second quarter, and that was beautiful.
Wow, over the outstretched hand
Scott
of
McGann.
Defenders for Scott McGann.
Just rolls it in. Kicks it out, and just unlucky there from Tristan Glenn for Sutherland. Meanwhile, Scott McGann back with it. Resets. Pressure there. Muslin almost had it. He was a bit gassed that he didn't hang on to that.
Yeah, So Thunderbolts
Timeout
call
call by Tamworth, which is probably the right move.
Yeah, need to settle things down here a bit. I mean, offensively they've been humming along, but defensively I think they need to continue to close out hard on those Sutherland Shark shooters.
Yeah.
I mean,
still nothing in this.
Yeah, I mean, you see it. Cal Norris comes off with 3 fouls. He's got a bit of foul trouble, but then players like Win Stanley step up straight away. It's next man up mentality for the Sutherland Sharks.
Yeah, they just go, okay, let me have a go.
And meanwhile, for the Tamworth Thunderbolts, they have been sharing the sugar, but in this quarter, Bryce Martin has been dominating.
Yeah.
Making his way to the free throw line, doing
I don't think any team's going to give up the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, don't forget, we've got a big day of basketball coming up tomorrow. It's grand final day. So, hey, get your tickets now online or head down to Guzman and Gomez Stadium here in Terrigal.
Yeah, we've got some amazing matches coming up tomorrow in the youth, men and women's. Wheelchair and Waratah, of course. Bryce Martin with a block there from Brendan Winstanley, which I think was called on a foul. So that'll have Bryce Martin back to the line.
Yeah, so they're going to try that one on Tristan Glenn. I think Edwards.
Tristan Glenn.
Yeah, got ball. Whereas I think Tristan Glenn got body. So head back to the line. Who else but Bryce Martin?
Bryce Martin.
There we go. Bryce Martin.
I think he's getting better at the line every time there's more distraction there. So maybe the crowd need to rethink their strategy.
Yeah. And how about the technique from Bryce Martin? All you kids out there, look at this
smooth.
Simple free throw action. Follow through with the finger. Perfect.
Yeah, hand in the middle of the ball. That makes all the difference. So it gets both, and each is about 50 to 47 with 6 seconds left. Sutherland want to get one, and they almost do. But they'll run out of time. And we go to the break at half, 50 to 47, Tamworth leading. And still nothing in this, James.
Yeah.
I think both teams contributing. I think offensively just dropped off a little bit defensively, but they'll come back firing. Yeah. Everyone, we're going to take a very short break, and we'll be back with you very soon. Don't go away. good evening, everyone, and welcome back. If you have just joined us, we are here at the Guzman y Gomez Stadium in Terrigal for the Waratah men's clash between the Tamworth Thunderbolts and the Sutherland Sharks. Semi-final. The winner of this goes to the grand final tomorrow. And joined as always, James Milan. James, great to have you with us and with me. Been a fantastic game so far. It's going to just come right down to the wire, I think.
Oh, no, I got to say, look, it's been a long day. I was feeling a little drowsy before this game started, but as soon as the tip-off went on, my heart started racing. The action's been back and forth. And what a high-scoring first half. 50 to 47.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt this will be a 100 game at some point.
Oh, yeah, you've got to think so. I mean, last time these teams met, actually, the Sutherland Sharks put up 105 points.
Oh, wow.
Tamworth put up 97. So get ready for a bucket fest. In that game, actually, Charlie Whale had 27.
Wow.
Scott McGann had 22. Tristan Glenn had 32. Wow. And Cal Norris had 45 in that game.
45 points?
Oh, man.
Phenomenal.
Wow. Yeah, so the winner of this game, as you said, does go through to face the Mossvale Magic. So will it be the Sharkies, will it be the Thunderbolts? It's all ahead of us.
Yes, indeed. And Emmanuel Edwards about to kick off this second half, third quarter for Sutherland Sharks. Muslin and Norris starting as well as they did first half. Along with Jacob Corey, long three. That was Tristan Glenn. That might be his first three, but boy, oh boy, just at the right time, 50 apiece now. All of a sudden they're back even with a great three.
Yeah, we're just talking about Glenn's performance last time against the Thunderbolts. That's 7 threes in that game.
Whale passing it off to McGann, who was unlucky there for Tamworth. Norris now for Sharks, back with it. Looking for support. Long, quick passing. And I think that was Jacob Corey that was blocked and hurt his finger as well on the way through.
A bit of a jarring.
Drew the foul. We'll go to the line, but I think he bent his finger on the way up. Maybe the ball, maybe another hand, hard to say, but
I hope there wasn't a
he's
pop
going to
there.
actually, he's just going to get some tape real quick, I think.
Yeah, I sort of. I mean, Jacob Corey is as tough as they come, but sometimes.
Oh, it's hard when there was so many hands up there.
So just got to figure it out with the medics, aka Coach Mitch.
Do we shoot or do we tape? We're taping.
All right. Yeah, so just got a, I don't know, will they substitute? But then can he shoot the free throws then?
Well, I think what he's saying is I can't shoot because my fingers, if I have tape, I can shoot. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Okay, yeah, just taking a bit of sting out of the game. So it looks like we're going to get a substitution here. Subbing back into the game is going to be Brendan Winstanley.
He'll shoot as well. Can you do that?
Yeah, well, definitely can shoot Brendan Winstanley, but can he shoot these free
But
throws?
I was going to say, is it legal to actually sub? I suppose for injury you can.
Yeah, I didn't know you could.
I don't know what the rules are. I don't think I've actually ever seen it happen.
Yeah, I have to consult my lawyers before we get a real call on that one.
Obviously it's possible because Winstanley's at the line.
Yeah, there you go, right. Oh, yeah. And, gets that one off the backboard. So, yeah, a bit of sting taken out of the game, but I think this team's going to bring that energy back up quickly. Yeah, so B-Win is noticed. Was part of the 2023
makes the second nicely.
NBL1 championship team as well. And shout out to his dad, Craig, who helps out at the Shark Tank a lot, we've been told.
Yeah, wow. Great depth there. Charlie Whale finding support, gets it back to Martin. Martin and Whale both. Martin for three, just short. Yeah, Feliciano looks for it. That was Muslin, sorry. Long three, just unlucky there.
Every part of the ring, but
for Winstanley, yeah.
Look good from here, though.
And that'll roll in for Charlie Whale.
Oh, wow. He's relentless as well. First quarter, second quarter. I mean, now starting to pull it up in the third.
Doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Norris now has a look. Passes it out. Just unlucky. Brendan Winstanley. Whale, long pass to Martin.
Yeah, a bit of a miscommunication of defense by the Sharkies.
Got over the defense nicely. So 54 to 51. So they've snuck out here.
You're right. A narrow 3-point lead, which for this game is actually quite a lot.
It's huge. With Stanley, quick passing through to Edwards, and Norris looking for support. Goes himself. Finds Moslin. Unlucky. And Chillingworth up there quickly. And Martin. Bryce Martin.
Yeah, clean up an aisle.
Great
11.
supporting play.
Yeah. You've got to say, Sharkies maybe falling in love with the three a little too much. The midi from Norris.
There it is, but unlucky.
Yeah, yet another rebound for
back out
yeah.
to Whale. Whale has a look. Passes it around. Draws the and one. Charlie Whale has been everywhere and been phenomenal today.
Yeah, he's relentless. He's persistent, and he is so talented. Charlie, wow, this is an absolute treat. You can see why he's in the Star 5 team.
And you could understand that as a timeout for Sutherland Sharks, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Mitch Sultana will definitely be wanting his team to regroup, get back into their scoring ways, because that's 58 to 51. That's the biggest lead we've seen all match.
Yeah.
And is a concern for Sutherland.
Yeah, I think with Sutherland, they've got to look to maybe get back into a little bit of bread and butter stuff down in the paint. You don't just want to be hoisting up threes. We know they love to shoot the three.
Yes.
We know this all season long from the Sharks, but
Totally.
you got to get back to those high percentage 2-point shots. Meanwhile, for the Thunderbolts as well, hey, just keep on keeping on. Hey, if Sutherland's going to keep shooting up these threes, getting up that hand out, and then looking for those long rebounds and those outlets, they've been running the fast break really well.
Yeah. I will shout out to our fantastic Central Coast Crusaders sponsors who have helped bring this competition together on the Central Coast. Guzman y Gomez, of course, Fluid Plumbing, Six String Brewing, Breakers Country Club, great place for a great meal.
Yeah.
Coast Sport, Central Auto Group, Spring Emergency Centre, making sure everyone stays healthy. Hoyt's Theatres, Triple M Radio, and G Recovery, which I'm sure all these teams will need some of this evening.
Yeah, and next round, Andre, we might be heading over to Breakers Country Club for a round of golf, you and I.
That would be all right.
If you got free time, if you got time.
That would be totally okay.
Yeah, right. Sounds good to me. Actually, no, sorry, we've got the national finals, the NBL1 Nationals next weekend.
Oh,
but,
in Canberra.
Hey, come summer, you want to head out to our Breakers Country Club.
Sounds like
beautiful place.
Sounds like a plan. Meanwhile, Charlie Whale at the line for Tamworth, hoping to build on this lead.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Tom Parsons.
Does it nicely.
Tuning into the game. It was such a big part of the championship last year. Of course, playing with Maitland now, Tom Parsons, but recently headed over to college. So if he's tuning in, big shout out to him. I think he's in Sacramento.
Norris now for Sutherland. Unlucky.
Yeah, Chillingworth.
With Stanley to Whale to Martin. Quick balls here. And unlucky there for Tamworth, but they grab it back. Ball everywhere. Sutherland come back with the steal. Some quick plays. I think both teams are picking up the pace, trying to get in front of the defense. Corey, whoa! Just players flying everywhere there. I think everyone's okay. Thankfully, both players fell intelligently.
Yeah.
You've got to be always careful when you sort of run into each other a little bit, that you fall okay.
Okay, so they're going to call blocking foul on Scott McGann. I think he had a pretty decent case for a charge, but could have gone either way in the face of Jacob Corey. And, Jacob Corey's one of those guys, you don't want him falling on you. No. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
There we go. So the Sharkies, a chance to set it up here. They've got to try to claw back into this game.
They can do here. Out. And good supporting play, but unlucky. Jarvis just isn't quite able to shoot that minute. Charlie Whale drives in, looks for it, and gets the and one. Lovely hit, little right hand rolling finger. Just beautiful work. He did well because he fell hard there and hurt his elbow, but he's all right.
Yeah, and to finish through that contact, just
wow.
super impressive by Charlie Whale. But just while we've got a moment, a lot of credit to the veteran out there for the Tamworth Thunderbolts, Reece Chillingsworth. He's been doing a great job on the other end, securing defensive rebounds, boxing out and doing the dirty work. Which is leading to a lot of these fast break opportunities.
Yeah, that's it. You get that ball back and you throw it quick, and defense is caught on the hop and make all the difference. And gets the 3-point play, so 62 to 51, Tamworth lead. great lead here at the moment.
There we go. So Davis and Lee back in the game for the Thunderbolts. Meanwhile, Chillingsworth and Martin are going to take a well-earned break. Those two have been in the trenches.
Yeah. Muslin now. Sutherland, quick break. And lovely little layup there. Goes himself and gets it done.
Yeah, very
Bailey
crafty,
Muslin.
crafty finish there from Roy. Wow. Bailey.
Whale looks for it.
Davis.
Keenan Davis, great size. And that will be a Cronulla ball. Justin Lee just unlucky there with that possession. So chance for Sutherland here. They really need to get this lead back into control. Tamworth have really snuck out. Callum Norris might be picked up on a charging, but no. And that time Jarvis got picked up. He actually drew the foul. That was on Scott McGann, I believe. There was plenty of contact through that play.
I know. So, game's starting to get a little sloppy, but you think that happens in really close games as
it does.
bodies get a little tired. The desperation kicks up a little bit. But heading to the line now for the Sharkies, Zeb Jarvis.
Yeah, hasn't been to the line, I don't think, so far this match. But makes nice work of that first free throw. Valuable points right now. They're inching this lead back 54 to 62, so back within 8. And the floor wipers just making quick work.
The Rebels, boys, there's a whole army of them willing to help out.
It's great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. Like, getting to see the stars of the future.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, that was like the biggest,
the best job.
Yeah, the best gig you could get in town.
And unlucky there for the second. Bryce Martin cleaning up for Tamworth, who get the ball back in their possession. Back with Charlie Whale now. And Justin Lee finds Bailey Keach. Back to Keenan Davis. Just got a bit unlucky there with the layup. So back within Sutherland's hands now. Another valuable stop here for Sharks. They'll be keen to execute on this. Tristan Glenn back to Muslin. Rolling it to Norris. Norris for 3. Does it well.
Excuse me, Callum Norris.
Callum Norris just stands up when he needs to. And, he knows that he can go back to that and draw from that great experience. Meanwhile, Tamworth back with it. Quick boards here. And lovely work there. Charlie Whale.
With the hand in his face, Charlie Whale has been doing it from all over the court. I'd love to see his shot chart.
That was huge.
Wow.
65 to 57. They inch that lead back out. With a lovely 3. Callum Norris, meanwhile, back with it for Sutherland. Long 3. Bit short.
Be thinking too far ahead to tomorrow, but you've got to remember to use your substitutes because you've got back-to-back games potentially. And one thing I just want to say is I cannot wait to see what the future holds for Charlie Whale, whether he signs with the NBL 1 squad, whether he goes over to college, maybe even a development contract on the NBL side. This kid can play.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And a great team player as well. Just knows how to use the team. Norris now, good board, steps back. And unlucky there, Charlie Whale grabs it. Quick board, steps it around, and that'll be an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I think that was, got him around the collar.
Grabbed the player, not the ball at that time. I could be wrong, but they're going to have a bit of a quick chit-chat.
Yeah, it's another characteristic you can add to describing Charlie Whale is he's fearless.
Yeah.
He's not scared going into contact whatsoever.
Referees just having a quick chat to confirm what their view is. I'm guessing unsportsmanlike. I could be wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
That will be on Bailey Muslin, I think. Yeah. That's his third as well. So, look,
Yeah,
unsportsmanlike's never great.
Yeah, I think in that situation, you just got to move your feet, try to play good defense.
Yeah.
Don't want to be giving away cheap ones. Look, I know you don't want to be giving away freebies.
No.
You don't want to be giving away open lane in the basket, but you got to keep it in the rules.
And that's 66 to 57, so they're inching that lead back out now, Tamworth. Some good shooting here from Charlie Whale.
Yeah, he's been unstoppable.
Make sure of it
today.
as well.
Absolutely unstoppable. Charlie Whale.
And they'll get possession on the unsportsmanlike, so...
Yeah, it's games like this. You wish that the Waratah League was streamed a little more week to week. This has been a ripper matchup.
Yeah.
But hey, got the privilege of getting it streamed for the finals, and thank you for joining us on YouTube.
Absolutely. Good to have you along. Keach now, but intercepted there by Muslin, who goes for it and has a great little layup. Charlie Whale trying to chase that down. Muslin with the hands up, but play continues.
Yeah, those two are going tit for tat, Muslim
Yeah.
and Whale.
Justin Lee. Keach to Whale for three. It'll go right. Muslin now.
Yeah, Sharkies getting the stops they need, but can they make
really need to
Tamworth
execute
pay?
here. Muslin to Norris. Oh, that'll be a charging foul, I'm afraid. Oh, actually, no.
yeah.
No, blocking foul. So... that was smart play there from Norris to draw the foul on Justin Lee, who that's his third as well. So you get a couple of players now on three fouls, which may make a difference as this last quarter, the third and last quarter draw down.
Yeah, and,
Norris at the line.
Young gun, Tommy DeBoer into the game.
Great to see.
Yeah, so digging a little deeper in his bench, John Ireland. I mean, some of his starters, they've played some heavy minutes this game.
Norris with the first two. Yeah, Tommy DeBoer. And we still yet to see Sol Arance out for Tamworth. On the Sutherland side, Jack Gardner. I don't know if I've seen him out yet. Number 42 for Sutherland.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Meanwhile, Charlie Whale back to DeBoer, first touch of the ball. Chillingworth. Lee steps it up, pops it in.
Damn. It's a bit of a caramel swirl on that one. It's that went through the net. Soft touch by Lee.
In is in, as they say.
Yeah, it all counts.
Zeb Jarvis, meanwhile, just waiting for the floor polishers there to get their job done, doing a great job.
Yeah, Justin Lee, another one of those players is also donned a Tamworth Swans AFL Guernsey over the years.
Wow.
Yeah, so multi-talented athlete.
That's good for basketball.
Yeah, got to say, that'll keep you fit in the off-season.
Muslin to Norris, back to Muslin, drives it around, quick pass, and just unlucky on that layup.
Yeah.
It's the right move. Bryce Martin, meanwhile, quick balls here. Quick boards, I mean. Whale, unlucky. Jacob Corey picks it up clean, back to Norris. They're back within 8 points here. Whoa! And that will probably be on Bryce Martin, I think, maybe?
Yeah, I think he's got caught up there and his legs a bit twisted. So that's going to be 4 foul on Bryce Martin.
Wow.
Well, that's concerning signs. They're going to really need Bryce Martin, the defensive player,
Because it wasn't really, I mean, he sort of just got his legs caught through.
Yeah, it was a bad game of Twister.
Yeah. There was nothing deliberate there, but body contact is body contact. And we've got Ethan Feliciano back out for Sutherland Chucks. Great pace. Zeb Jarvis there as well. Tamworth still have Thomas DeBoer out there, which is great. Good minutes for him. And Reed Humble back out for Tamworth as well.
So going deep in the bench. Wouldn't mind seeing Kenan Davis getting a few extra minutes as well. The big man had an impressive first half.
Yeah. So I don't think we've seen Chris Pearson out for Tamworth as yet.
That's true.
He might have, I think he's still on the bench.
Yeah,
So hope to see him soon as well.
Yeah, had 9 points in their last game against St. George,
Yeah.
Chris Pearson. So maybe it's a little injury niggle or
Could
something
be.
like that.
Could be.
Because, normally part of the rotation.
So Norris now he's really fighting hard to get his team back into this game.
Yeah, the Menai Mamba.
Yeah.
back on the line, but that
Back
stroke
within
is
7.
automatic, and
It's been a while since they've been below 9 points as a margin. So this is good signs from Sutherland. Try and redraw this stuff. And does a great job, 63 to 69. So Sharks are inching their way back into this game. Bit of momentum their way, which is what they need. Charlie Whale, meanwhile, back to DeBoer. From Tamworth, back to Whale. Good safe hands, lots of traffic. And back to Martin. Martin picks it around. They've got 5 seconds left. They've got to get it up there. And they do. Reed Humble. That'll help his minutes on the court for sure. He hasn't had that much this game so far, so good signs. Callum Norris nearby, meanwhile. Rolls it around. Jacob Corey. Quick pass. Back to Norris for 3. A long 3. In and out.
Oh, that looks good out of the hands for Cal Norris, but hey, he's going to keep shooting those.
Charlie Whale. Reed Humble. Charlie Whale. They get the rebound. That'll be a Sharks ball. Yeah. Exactly what Sutherland need.
Charlie Whale looking a little frustrated after that shot. He has had a few misses in a row now, but Young Gun's got to keep shooting.
That's right.
He's got to keep his head up. They're really going to need him down the stretch in this game, but hey, maybe he hasn't been getting it from the three-point line this quarter, but for Charlie Whale, when he's going downhill, it's looking very deadly.
Yes. Whale now long pass through to DeBoer. Good connections to Martin for 3. And a bit long, but picked up beautifully.
Yeah,
Norris for Sutherland picks it up and rolls it in. Just from everywhere.
It is
phenomenal.
Poetry in motion for the Menai Mamba.
We don't have the stats live at the moment, but he's got to be close to 25-30 already. Doing great work. Meanwhile, Charlie Whale, lots of traffic. That'll be a charging foul. Offensive.
And
that will also be bonus, but it's offensive, so no 2 shots.
Yeah, you've got to give a lot of credit to Mitch Sultana. This 1-3-1 zone from the Sutherland Sharks is causing a lot of headaches for the Thunderbolts.
You can see Sutherland just getting back to their basic game, keeping calm, inching their way back into this game.
Yeah, so again, the floor wipers having a busy night out there.
They're working hard.
And so we've got a chance. Thank you to the Crusaders and the Waves for putting on such a great weekend so far across Niagara Park and here at Terrigal. It's been wonderful already.
It's been an amazing game, amazing set of games, amazing and well put together as well.
Yeah.
Very well organised and beautiful weather. So they've done well.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, long 3 there, but didn't fall. So Tamworth back with it now. Reed Humble resets, finds Lee, who finds DeBoer. DeBoer goes himself, but tapped. Martin picks it up. He's got some room, but he gets the foul.
Oh.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, I think that might be the 4th on Cal Norris.
Yeah.
We'll check for Mr. Paddles, what he's got to show us. But
this is going to be interesting. I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. 58. And that is the 4th foul. So this is going to be really interesting, right? It's now 4th foul. Coach John Ireland will not want to try and risk him leaving the game before the 4th quarter, or at least the end of the 3rd. So he's correctly subbed him off, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and Bryce Martin, the man heading to the line, he's also got 4 fouls of his own. So some of the star players on both sides getting into a bit of foul trouble. Oh, yeah, if you're the coach, you've got to think, like, if we can strike out one of these players.
Manuel Edwards on for Norris for Sutherland. And make sure of the first. Bryce Martin, as you said, an NBL 1 player in the making for sure.
Yeah, you've got to think. And just going to show that that professional pathway through Waratah League is great for not just locals, but imports too.
Yes.
Not to say that he hasn't got a contract yet. Hey, we'd love to see him back in Tamworth.
Oh, that'd be great. Make sure of the second, gets them back out 73 to 65. So 8-point margin again, inching out. Feliciano looks for support here, mind you, for Sutherland. Signs Glenn. Long 3 and gets, I think that's actually an off-ball foul, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it could be a DeBoer on the box out.
Yeah, it is DeBoer. So that's Now, Tamworth are in bonus, which means that Sutherland will go to the line.
Yeah. Still, if you are the Tamworth Thunderbolts, you'll live with that contested 3 there from Win Stanley.
Jacob Corey now to the line for... So now these are the free throws that absolutely count. These are the ones that can actually help you win matches. Gets you back within touching distance of that lead. And unfortunate there on the first. Bit under a minute left in this third quarter. And the floor of the Rebels hard at work again.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. They've been working really hard. And Jacob Corey to the line. He spent a bit of time with the Sydney Comets as a junior, but really found a home at the Shark Tank, Jacob Corey. Now, big shout out to any of his UNSW teammates tuning in to the game. He's been a big part of that UBL program at UNSW.
And unfortunate there on the second. Now, actually, I thought he'd actually had a shot, but that first one I don't think counted.
Okay.
Yeah. And might get no.
Yeah.
So Bryce Martin picks that rebound up for Tamworth. Charlie Keach back to Martin.
Yeah, ball fizzing around.
Scott McGann looking for it. Finds Martin again. Quick fire. Out through to Bailey Keach, but Martin gets it back. Finds McGann. Lee, quick passing here, but good defense, but doesn't matter. Reed Humble gets it done.
Yeah, Reed Hummels had some big buckets in this third quarter.
He's been a bit of a dark horse there for Tamworth. People, I think Sutherland weren't really aware of his skill and have sort of underestimated him just that little bit, and that's been enough for him to just get a couple of sneaky shots away. So they're back out on 10-point margin, 75 to 65 with 16 seconds left in this third quarter.
Yeah, well, the finals are when heroes are made.
Yeah.
And, of course, we all know the Tamworth community is very tight-knit, especially around the Thunderbolts. So you have a few good game for the Thunderbolts, and you'll be stopped at the local grocery store while you're walking down Main Street, while you're at the pub, and they make local celebrities there.
No, that's really good. That's good. It's great to see.
Yeah, they love their Thunderbolts up in Tamworth.
Yeah. Moslin now, 7 seconds. They want to get at least one away for the end of this quarter, and they almost do. That'll be the quarter. Well, 0.3 of a second. I don't really think you can do much.
Yeah, I know say every millisecond counts, but
maybe not.
I think it's 0.4 to get a shot off.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, they've got to pass it in first.
Yeah, maybe you tip play.
Oh, yeah. You've got to really kind of just... No, that's... Nah. Oh, jeez.
So at the end of the third quarter, it's 75 to 65. The Thunderbolts starting to pull ahead.
Yeah, and I think the foul count's going to make a big difference in this fourth quarter. We've got Callum Norris on 4, Bryce Martin on 4, and I know there's a few others on 3. So I think as we see this final quarter sort of draw down, we're going to see 2 or 3 players probably exit the game before the end of it. But Tamworth were pretty happy with that. I think Coach John will be just sort of telling the boys to just keep playing their game, keep consistent with their defense.
Yeah, and I think they are kind of saving up players like Reece Chillingworth, like Scott McGann for that final push in the fourth quarter. Because Charlie Whale came out of the halftime break on fire. A couple of three-point plays. Meanwhile, for the Sutherland Sharks, it's been Cal Norris doing what he does, but also getting a bit of help from the supporting cast. Bailey Muslin's energy has been ecstatic, and Jacob Corey's been getting it done in the paint.
Yeah, I really do think they're going to go back to that Callum Norris 3 as much as they can and leverage him for as long as they can, even on 4 fouls.
Yeah, you're going to think so. And,
even if it gets them back level, and then, the other players can step back in, but I think they'll go back to that. They'll go back to the well, as they say.
Yeah. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
I think we're in for a ripper final quarter here. Sutherland did slow down a bit scoring-wise, but we know they've got plenty of weapons.
Oh, there's plenty of gas left in the tank. I still think this is anyone's game right now, even with that 10-point margin sitting there. Just takes a couple of good threes and a couple of good drive-throughs and stops for Sutherland to bring this lead back quickly.
Yeah, so, of course, for whoever wins this game, the Mossvale Magic is waiting for them. The Waratah Men's Grand Final is on at 3 tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
Live here at Guzman and Gomez Stadium. So either come on down or tune in like you are now on YouTube.
Yes, indeed. I've been fortunate enough to grab that one, so I'll be calling that one with the great Garen Cortian, who I believe is your fellow commentator, James.
Yeah. It's you got the better half of the duo, I've got to say. So yeah.
Oh, you're both awesome.
Yeah, good to have professionals on the grand final. I'll be calling the Youth Men Grand Final though if you are not bottom my voice already.
Definitely. I'll be tuning into that. That sounds great.
Yeah, so we'll see who punches their ticket. This is the final game of Saturday, so the only two teams whose fate have not been decided yet.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and a lot of starters back out there for Tamworth.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they've both gone back with their startings. Actually, they all have. Yeah. So Bryce Martin to restart with Charlie Whale. And back to Scott McGann, to Whale, to Martin. So it's that dynamic trio. McGann and Norris picks it up for Sutherland.
Yeah, McGann hasn't tried a whole lot of threes this game. Maybe something that he might want to whip out here in the fourth quarter.
Muslin now. Screen there from Norris. Norris grabs it. And players falling everywhere. And Brandon Winstanley grabs it. It's what they need.
B-win, that's huge. And that's what happens when Cal Norris is demanding so much attention from the offense. It leaves other players open.
Well, that's right. Keach back to Martin. Martin drives in and rolls it in nicely. See, Tamworth know if they trade baskets, they can stay ahead. The only X factor is Callum Norris's threes. Like that. And it's unlucky. He just slots it up, doesn't he?
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Even the misses look good.
They do. They look phenomenal. I would like to have missed like that.
Yeah.
Keach. And unlucky there from Lee, who hasn't really had a chance to get going on the scoreboard this game, but we'll definitely want to try and change it. There's quarter. Meanwhile, Brendan Winstanley, the second three-pointer in a row. They're back within 6, 71 to 77. And the Sutherland bench is up and running.
Yeah, they've really got the crowd
bringing that energy to it. Meanwhile, that is a Sutherland ball. Sort of missed from Bailey Keach to get Sutherland with another chance here to bring this lead back within control.
Yeah, 77
Muslin now.
71.
You can hear the bench. Muslin now looking for options, goes himself, gets pushed around the corner pass, and just unlucky. Good contest in the air, but Charlie Weller comes up with it. To Martin. Martin drives through and rolls it around. No luck there with the layup, so Sutherland back with it. Muslin.
Yeah, maybe fatigue playing a bit of a factor on both ends. Both sloppy play and some missed layups.
Yeah. With Toby. Both teams down on their legs just that little bit. But meanwhile, Whale, Charlie Whale, phenomenal.
Cool, calm, collected, and composed.
I think that was 29 points I heard from the broadcaster. Callum Norris now steps back and gets the three-point. No, he's called for a travel.
Yeah, maybe a few extra steps that James Harden.
Yeah, there was a little bit of stepping there.
So Jacob Corey's back on, and Winstanley's going to take a break. That's a huge spell from Brendan Winstanley.
Massive.
Two big threes, but...
Yeah, massive. But they're really making the difference in this game right now. Yeah. Charlie Whale. Meanwhile, Tamworth to McCann. Back to Whale. And a bit of contact, but play continues. McCann drives through, but turnover. Muslin for Sutherland. Grabs it.
Here we go.
Bailey Muslin, just quick boards there. They're back within 6. 73 to 79. Bit of contact for Muslin and Martin, but Whale Drives it around to Keach. Back to Whale. And good passing, good blocking. And that's a foul on Jacob Corey, who was not happy with that call.
Yeah, I think he got ball and a bit of hand, though, Jacob Corey there. It's games like this, Andre, where just sometimes you forget to commentate. You're just so entrenched in what's going on.
So Justin Lee will go to the line after drawing that foul from Jacob Corey, who felt that was clean ball, but basketball's a real winner there, James, I think.
Yeah, and basketball's been the winner all weekend. But Justin Lee onto the free throw line now. Had 9 points in their last matchup against St. George.
Yeah, valuable points.
Yeah, he's one of those glue guys in this Tamworth team.
They need to keep scoring here. They know Sutherland are coming hard. They've not given up. And he makes it beautifully. Splits the pair nicely. So 80 to 73. Keep their nose out in front with that 7-point margin.
Smart substitution for Coach John Ireland, bringing Reece Chillingsworth back into the game. You think he'll play the remainder of this, Reece Chillingsworth?
Yeah.
A calming presence on this team and get down there and do the
Muslin with some options. Good work, Muslin! Right in that slot there. Put into it by Jacob Corey.
Yeah, good find by Corey.
So 75, back within 5. They haven't been this close for a little while. Whale, meanwhile, just slots it through.
31 points for Charlie Whale.
Phenomenal. Norris now passes it around. Norris and Corey just having a bit of a chit-chat.
Yeah.
And it's a timeout from Tamworth.
Yeah, a little too much spice on that pass from Cal Norris, just whipping it into Corey. And Corey's like,
what are you doing,
jam my finger earlier?
Don't break my hand. I need it.
82 to 75. Tamworth staying composed and maintaining this lead.
You know, James, when I call NBL1, Robbie Clayton and I'm generally the one that he asks to call a game at some point. I'm not willing to call it just yet. I think 6 minutes is enough time for Sutherland. You can feel that momentum inching back their way.
Yeah, for some teams it might be, but for a team that can shoot threes like the Sutherland Sharks, this game is not even close to being done.
No, I think there's still gas left in this Sutherland Sharks tank, and they know this is it. There isn't any more. There's no more season. You lose this one, you go home. That's it.
There we go. That was a good Madeline shout out there. I don't know if you meant to do that on purpose. That's all there is to it. There isn't anymore. It's
after this, if you lose.
Yeah.
There's only tomorrow.
Yeah, there only is tomorrow. So, one of these sides is going to be celebrating Mad Monday a little early. Meanwhile, whoever wins it will go into versus Moss Vale Magic. But they had a great...
Yeah. It was a bit of a general this is it, rather than a specific this is it.
Yeah. So a smart 5 out there for the Tamworth Thunderbolts. The likes of Chillingsworth, McGann, Martin and Keach out there. And, of course,
Charlie Whale back there with McGann and Martin. Those three have just kept lighting up that scoreboard all day, all night. Quick forwards. Charlie, there was contact there from Jacob Corey. This will be called unsportsmanlike because he went for the player, I believe. No, just a contact.
Yeah,
I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, and a smart move by Charlie Whale there. I mean, there definitely was contact, but I think lent into it just a little bit. So Jacob Corey fouled out of the game.
Wow. So he's the first player to be fouled out. I actually thought Callum Norris would have ended up on the 5, but that's the game for Jacob Corey.
And Andre, in the last game, there was a fair few foul-outs in the Moss Vale Dolphins game, wasn't there?
Not one at the end, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
There we go, yeah.
There was a few on 4, though.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's, I think, the nature of these games when they come down to the wire. Meanwhile, Charlie Whale just keeps getting it done with that first free throw. And the second. And he'll actually have 3 there now because that was a 3-shooting foul. He was in the corner. Smart play here from Charlie Whale, like you said. And just did not miss. And they're back out with 10-point margin, just like that. 85 to 75.
Yeah, a bit of a dangerous prospect coming on now, though, for the Sutherland Sharks. Got our sharpshooter, Tristan Glenn, back out there.
Muslin looking for it, finds, and succeeds there with Zeb Jarvis. Great dot ball to Jarvis. That was a good set play.
Yeah, Tamworth were just over-guarding the perimeter a little bit, leaving the baseline open.
Martin, meanwhile, McGann steps it back and skips it across the rim. Norris grabs it from Sutherland Sharks. A good, valuable stop here. I want to try and go. That's just nothing. Plenty of contact.
Body on the line.
And I don't know what now. That's it. Yeah, so that's Callum Norris drawing that foul nicely.
Yeah, so it's going to send Cal Norris back to the line. That's second foul on Bailey Keach.
Bailey Keach, plenty of room.
Yeah, and team fouls not out of control either way at 1 to 2 at the moment.
No, I think both teams are very careful about fouling, knowing that, Callum Norris is on 4. There's probably 3 or 4 on 3. So they're just being a little bit more careful in this final quarter. They don't want to start losing players.
How about the confidence from the Sharkies? They didn't even bother lining up.
No. They just let it go.
6-point margin.
6 again. That's Callum Norris getting him back into the game.
Shillingsworth
has a look at it. Martin skips it around. Shillingsworth. And that'll roll in.
The veteran getting it done in crunch time.
Great height too. Just long, lean and strong.
Yeah. Reece Shillingsworth can get it done. As part of the 2019 Star 5 team in Waratah League. He's a quality player and been doing it for years.
Muslim now. Steps around, goes himself. And that'll be a Sharks ball. Found Tristan Glenn just at the end there, but will keep possession. 13 seconds left on the shot. Good enough time here for another shot away. Points they absolutely need right now. Going back for it. But Brinston Winstanley unlucky that time. And I think there was a bit of foot contact. Muslin just being cautioned by his teammates to
I think I tangled up there a bit with the ball. But, still contact on Charlie Whale.
I think Sutherland was saying, mate, don't tech. We don't need you to tech right now.
The question for the Sutherland Sharks, I think offensively they can keep up with Tamworth at the moment, but they need to get a stop. They're really struggling, especially when Tamworth is working that ball inside-outside.
Well, they get inside that paint so well, don't they? I wouldn't say easily, but they know where to find the holes.
Yeah, it really has all been Charlie Whale. Even MVP Scott McGann hasn't had to do a whole lot offensively.
No.
Everyone else is taking care of business.
Martin now stips it around. Runs out of room, and Norris comes up with it, looking for support. Moslin, bit of traffic, up with it, just a bit long. Whale and Martin right there.
Yeah, bit of a low percentage 3 there from the Sharkies. They had plenty of other options.
So this is now, clock is you can see Tamworth starting to move the ball around deliberately, trying to soak up every shot clock. The time is their friend right now. They have a little bit of a margin, and every minute or second that the ball is in their hands, it's not in Sutherland's hands. Whale now. Oh, bit of contact on the floor. He's okay. McGann, unlucky. Martin grabs it back, resets it, and beautiful work there from Bailey Keach.
Wow, his first 3-pointer of the night,
and that'll be a timeout on Sutherland Sharks. You knew that was coming.
Yeah, you can see that coming a mile off, actually. But Bailey Keach stepping up when it matters most. And a big shout out to his dad, Chris, who also used to play for the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal depth there. I think Thunderbolts are they're drawing on their absolute roster right now. And everyone is stepping up.
Yeah.
You know, Keach, Martin, Whale,
even Reece
Shillingworth, Scott McGann, everyone is just contributing.
Yeah, this Maitland Muster, Tamworth Thunderbolts team is a well-oiled machine, and Coach John Ireland's got them playing a great brand of basketball.
You can see Sutherland Sharks. Callum Norris is not giving up. Every time he gets the ball, he's setting a play. Muslin as well, working very well with David Corey and Zeb Jarvis, but, they're running out of time.
Yeah, I think if you're the Sutherland Sharks, though, you don't need to be looking for these three-pointers every time.
No.
I mean, it is a little predictable. And, of course, we saw earlier a real easy baseline cut from Zeb Jarvis. Got them probably their easiest bucket of the night.
Yeah, they just need to do more of that.
Inside, inside
get
scoring.
inside, get under the paint, make the shots easier to just jump in rather than trying to shoot long every time.
Yeah, and when you work it inside as well, that opens up things on the outside too. So, for the Sutherland Sharks, they don't hit the panic button yet.
No.
I mean, we know they've got a lot of three-point shooters, but you don't want it to be a bad love affair with the three-point shot.
Well, that's right. Norris now for Sutherland, having a look for options. Finds Glenn for support. Shoots for three, but they grab it back. Good boards there from Muslin back into Norris's hands. And that'll be an offensive foul and that'll be Callum Norris's game.
Or is that? No, I think they called a blocking foul.
Oh.
Yeah, the way the Tamworth Thunderbolts bench got up,
I thought so as well. But who got that foul called on them? Someone just got 4 fouls. I don't know who it was. I just saw the four paddle get put back. So someone just got 4 fouls. But I missed who it was. I honestly thought that was on Callum Norris, offensive. But anyway, Muslin, meanwhile, for Sharks, this is not over. Norris looks for it and loops it through, but unlucky this time. But back in Sutherland's hands now. Tristan Glenn might have just stepped out. Yeah.
Yeah, smart play by Tristan there. So throw the ball for Tamworth leg.
That's it. Retains possession. 13 seconds left. Long pass to Winstanley, to Norris. Steps it back to find room and slots it down.
Oh, you have to see it to believe it.
32 points?
Yeah, you've got to see it to believe it.
Callum Norris.
You had the MVP with an outstretched hand guarding you, and he still managed to rattle that one in.
Still get it in.
Wow.
And he probably had a foot on him.
Yeah.
Martin steps around. And that was a great steal from Zeb Jarvis off the ground.
Not the shot. Yeah, not the shot the Sharkies needed there.
No.
Need to move the ball around a little bit.
Bailey Keach cleans up there. Tamworth deliberately slowing this game right down.
Smart.
Breathing easy and just moving it around, keeping control. Martin now shoots it up, skips it across. Valuable stop, Tristan Glenn for Sutherland. They're the opposite. They want to move pace here. Norris a bit short on that three. Ball stays in play. So Tamworth once again rolling it down, and that'll be Bryce Martin, and Muslin just having a couple of little words, but
yeah,
I'm going to call it, James.
You are going. All right, there we go.
I think this is amounting too much to climb for Cronulla. I think you can see Tamworth here. They are using every single second of possession, and it is playing to their advantage. Charlie Whale puts it up, drops it down, but someone stepped out.
Well, no, I think they're going to call foul on the box out. That one's going to be on Brendan Winstanley, I think.
So that'll be interesting.
Oh, no, sorry, that's on Tamworth.
There was an off-ball foul or something there.
Chillingworth. Yeah.
Chillingsworth, yeah. It was on Chillingsworth.
Okay, interesting. Look, I'm not quite ready to call this game again because of the 3.5 power for the
Sharks. I might have called my call a bit early, James.
Yeah, we'll see. But they're in a great position here, Tamworth.
They are.
Oh, yeah. Geez.
Norris now gets it up. Unlucky there. Bryce Martin back with it. With Charlie Whale.
Yeah, clock management, very important for the Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Looks for support. Finds Keach and Whale. And Lee to Whale. And that's offensive. That's smart from Muslin.
Yeah, Bailey Musselin is such a pest on defense.
I think they might have heard me there.
Yeah.
Me calling it. I don't think the Sharks appreciated that.
I don't think so. There's a lot of people in the Shire at the moment shouting at their screens going, it's not over yet.
It's not over. What does that commentate? He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
You're right, I don't. This game is absolutely not over. I'm reversing my call.
Nah, you're good, you're good. You're a commentator, not a fortune teller.
That's true. But I don't want to be blamed for anything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. What a great show these two teams have put on, though. It's been a top-notch semi-final.
Phenomenal game. Callum Norris now. Back with it. Such great hands. And he'll get the foul on that. So that'll be on McCann.
Yeah, I'm going to call that one on the ground, though. As much as Cal Norris, what does it look like he was shooting?
Yeah.
So, yeah, going to... Oh, no, they're going to
line. That's Scott McGann's game. He's done.
Oh. I could have sworn the referee originally called it on the ground, but bonus situation in effect.
But that's Scott McCann's 5th foul. I just saw the 5 paddle come up. So he's out.
Yeah.
He's not happy about it. He believes that it's not right. But in any event,
yeah, the young gun
Reed Humble comes back out. And also
Edwards back into the game for the Sharkies.
Emmanuel Edwards giving Tristan Glenn break for the day. And Callum Norris back at the line.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
It's essentially automatic.
Unbelievable. I think it's at 33. And grabs that one as well.
Yeah, not as clean on the second one, but it went down nonetheless, turning into a 6-point margin.
I tell you what, Sutherland Sharks are not giving up on this game. 84-90, it's a 6-point margin. And they are absolutely firing. They want this game. Tamworth, meanwhile, back to the great hands of Bryce Martin. Moving it around. Oh, they're almost... Sutherland calling almost a travel on that play, but it keeps rolling. And that'll be on Zeb Jarvis. Won't be a shooting foul because Sutherland are not at bonus.
I'm not too sure if that was intentional or not. Timeout on the floor. Coaches want to talk things over. 6-point margin, 50 seconds to go. Tamworth currently up 90-84.
Yeah, I think Sutherland with Norris still out there.
Yeah, that's still got a chance. I mean, anything could really happen.
On 5 and out can make a difference here. He's been such a great contributor on the court.
Yeah.
It changes the game.
Yeah, and I think if you are Tamworth as well, you've got to keep your hands up on shooters like Brendan Winstanley, like Tristan Glenn as well, because they can pop off in a hurry. And, you've got to give Bailey Musselin a lot of credit. His defensive energy has been
Bailey
electric.
Musselin has not given up. And every time he's got the ball, he's moved like lightning. He's just got such pace, and he lifts the whole team when he runs.
Yes,
everyone goes, let's keep up with this guy.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Sutherland Sharks, though, they desperately need to stop in this possession as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't want to let Tamworth either increase their lead or wind the clock down.
If
you
they
don't want to do it.
Get a shot here, get a basket, get a stop, they've got a chance to even this up and get ahead.
All right, appropriate song to be playing. It's the final
It is the final countdown for sure. So Charlie Whale still going strong here for Tamworth.
Oh, not going to foul, okay.
No. Using this clock.
We're really trying to send him left.
Martin. And a stop there for Sutherland. So that's what they need. Norris now shoots for 3. Unlucky.
Yeah, it was maybe...
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit too predictable.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, that's the play you want taking the shot, but with so much defensive attention on him, maybe could have kicked it over to another player, but again, you don't mind Cal Norris taking that.
No, that's right.
Yes, heading to to the line, and what a game he has had, Bryce Martin.
He's just not given up. He's just continued to play the entire match. Great fitness.
So a little more shooting back out there for the Sutherland Sharks. Tristan Glenn back on the floor. Yeah, 2 threes could change it, but this is going to be big free throws.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
He rolls it in nicely there. Bryce Martin kicks it over to 91 to 84.
Yeah, putting the Brycing on the cake.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
And again. Oof.
Yeah, so Sharkies got to use their timeouts. You can't take them through to next season.
That's
so
right.
Might as well advance the ball to halfway, see if you can get a catch and shoot situation.
Yeah. Do anything you can.
Yeah. Going to have to throw it all on the line if they want to keep their season alive. It's looking difficult. It's a bit of an uphill battle.
It is, but it's not over.
Yeah, definitely not over. But what a Saturday we've had here. I mean, if you want to check out who's going to be lining up in the grand finals, head to the BNSW website, and the draws are available. So we'll see who books their ticket into the Waratah men's grand final. But yeah, plenty of teams getting ready for Sunday.
Yes, indeed. We've got the women's youth grand final at 9 o'clock.
I think that'll be North and Manly.
Yes, men's youth grand final at 11.
That's going to be Bankstown and Hills.
Yes, and the Waratah women at 1 before the Waratah men.
I think that's going to be Queanbeyan and I'm not too sure the other one.
And then of course, we've also got the, over in the other Wave Stadium, we've got the Wheelchair 2 semi-final at 9:30 and at 10:45 and the grand final at 12.
Yeah,
over the Wave. So if you're close to that, some great wheelchair basketball over there.
Yeah, too much basketball is never enough.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
So it'll be an absolute cracker of a day tomorrow. Full on, great day of basketball up here at the Central Coast in both the Wave Stadium and here at Guzman Gomez Stadium as well. So,
and if the crowds are anything like today, tomorrow is going to have an electric atmosphere in the grandstands.
Be absolutely phenomenal.
There's probably no vacancies at any Central Coast hotels this weekend.
No. Everyone in hospitality in Central Coast is doing quite well at the moment.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moslin, but intercepted there by Martin to Whale. And that'll be a foul on Brendan Winstanley.
Yeah, didn't really have a choice there. Had to stop the clock, but...
Only his third, so he's still in the mix for 17 seconds.
Yeah. It's looking a bit out of reach for the Sutherland Sharks, but you have to give the Tamworth Thunderbolts so much respect and credit for the way they've managed this fourth quarter.
Yes, yeah, they've just played calm and consistent ball, and they're stuck with their normal plays and taking the opportunities when they were there.
Yeah, so it's looking like we're going to have a Tamworth versus Mossvale grand final. The country clubs coming through.
16 seconds left. Sutherland Sharks with the ball in hand. Jarvis did well to grab that, I think, but travelled it. Or someone travelled it. It was either Jarvis or Brendan Winstanley. And that'll be a timeout on Tamworth. As you said, they're just using them up. They'll advance to halfway on that one. And that'll probably close out the game with 11 seconds.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting timeout. I guess they just want to execute.
And I think also just give the legs a bit of a breather. Get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know about the timeout. Wouldn't they be thinking, let's get back to the hotel or back home and
let's just go
sleep? Come on.
I need cold shower and sleep.
Yeah, sounds good to me. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow, so get your rest up. And thank you to BNSW. It's been a wonderful day today, and all the volunteers and staff here at the Breakers Stadium. The Guzman Gomez Stadium.
Guzman Gomez, Breakers / Guzman Gomez.
Yeah, as well as up at Niagara Park as well. So thank you to anyone who's volunteered and helped out to make this Saturday, I got to say, I'd say 12 out of 10 experience. It's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been great, fantastic, and well run. And as I said, the cameraman behind us there as well, doing a wonderful job. So everyone supporting behind the scenes, bringing this all together. and culminating in the grand final games tomorrow, which will be fantastic.
Yeah, huge day ahead of us tomorrow, and the Tamworth Thunderbolts look to defend their title and go back-to-back.
10 seconds left.
Yeah.
I think they're calling it. That's it. Well, that's been a fantastic match. So Tamworth Thunderbolts go to the grand final with Mossvale Magic with a 92-84 win over Sutherland Sharks. But Sutherland Sharks, Bailey Muslin, Brendan Winstanley, and of course, Callum Norris.
Yeah.
Fantastic talent.
Yeah,
Tristan Glenn.
Incredible game. But meanwhile, on the other side for the Tamworth Thunderbolts, you've got to think player of the game, Charlie Whale.
Charlie Whale.
Of course, it was a team effort there, but Charlie Whale was just unstoppable.
Yeah. Great supporting play by Bryce Martin and Scott McGann as well. So, everyone, it's been a fantastic pleasure being able to call this great match for you today. My name's Andre Miles, joined by the fantastic James Ballant. James, thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Andre. We'll see you tomorrow. Go get some rest and enjoy your night.
Everyone, please join us for tomorrow. Fantastic game of basketballs coming up. Have a wonderful evening. We hope to see you back tomorrow. But for now, have a lovely evening. Take care. Bye-bye.